Greetings and salutations, Libra. My name is Shelby, and this is Osiris 777 Tarot. Today, Libra, I'm going to be pulling a Celtic cross spread for you. And if you are interested in a personal reading, you can find the details in the description. Let's hop right into it, Libra. This reading is for my Libras. Please and thank you. What do we have for Libra today? Oh shit. Wow, Libra. I dropped 3 cards, and they were the Devil, the Ace of Cups, and the Scorpio. So maybe there's a Capricorn, maybe there's a Scorpio of significance in your life. It could be some kind of an emotional new beginning happening, possibly a new relationship, possibly. You only take that if it resonates, all right? What do we have for Libra? The Devil on the bottom again. Capricorn energy heavy here. Yeah, I mean, Libra, so far, this is a pretty good read. I like the energy. I like where it's headed. Get some clarification on all this. Libra, for your present situation, we have the Eight of Pentacles. We actually have the Strength clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So, with that energy, Libra, your present situation, I see you being very strong and courageous, disciplining the beast within. There could be a Leo of significance in your life, but it looks like you're being strong and courageous and putting your efforts and your energy into mastering some kind of craft. I feel like you're becoming a master of something, Libra. Working really hard, being strong and courageous, even though you probably have some other things going on in your life. I see you dedicating yourself to something and becoming some kind of a master. Really, really good at what you do. You've perfected, almost perfected a craft, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting with this. And you're being very strong and courageous as you do so. It's beautiful energy. I love that. In the crossing position, we have 2 10s. We have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So there is definitely some kind of completion here. 10-10. Whatever you're doing, you're on the right path, Libra. Maybe you went through some bit of an identity crisis or something like that. Maybe you lost touch of who you really were. Maybe you hit rock bottom there for a little bit, but I see you bouncing back. And you're almost to the finish line. or you are at the finish line, and it's taking you strength and courage to get to the finish line. And at the same time, you're becoming a master at what you do. You're a very hard worker, Libra, and you're becoming very, very, very skilled at what you do. But for this, I see you completing a cycle, you being on the right path, um, discovering the true strength that you really have within you. You may have had to tap into it. You may have been pushed to your limit there for a little while or recently, but I see you discovering who and what you truly are made of, Libra. Excuse me. Yeah. So in your recent past, we have the World, which is another card of completing cycles, clarified by the Page of Cups. So maybe there was a love situation, or maybe it's just an immature water sign that you were in a relationship with. But I see you completing some kind of a cycle, possibly with a love interest or a relationship partner, an intimate partner, that left you feeling like you, at the end of this cycle, you maybe didn't recognize yourself in the mirror. You may have lost sense of who and what you really are because of this love situation. Gemini, I almost called you Gemini, uh, Libra. But you are completing a cycle, you're starting something brand new, and your near future energy is beautiful. um, we have the Star clarified by the Three of Cups. So it looks like in your near future, after you go through this completion of a cycle, you are starting a brand new cycle of healing, of having hope, of rejuvenating your energy, your essence, revitalizing your soul, feeling good, and you are celebrating. Maybe you have close friends and family who witnessed you go through this, I'm almost going to say, horrific change. Like it, I don't see the tower here, but I'm feeling like a tower energy. Maybe you have close friends and family that witnessed you go through something that was painful. You know, they may have witnessed you lose yourself, possibly in a relationship for a while. And you're coming out of this energy, you're completing this cycle and embarking down a healing journey and celebrating with close friends and family. This is beautiful energy right here, Libra. Your conscious goals in the as above position, we have the Page of Wands clarified by the Hierophant. So maybe what's helping you pull you out of this energy, Libra, is that you're taking action, you're having faith, and maybe you're finding some kind of a religion, or you're finding some kind of a spirituality, or you're finding a church or something to that degree that is helping you rediscover your inner strength, helping you rediscover your soul again, who you really are. um, you're starting something brand new. Maybe there's a Taurus of significance here, but I see you're tapping into either religion or spirituality or something like that. It's almost like you're tapping into a higher learning, taking action and tapping into a higher learning. Maybe you want to rediscover who you are on a deeper level, Libra. In the so below position, what you do not see, Libra, we have the Six of Wands clarified by the King of Cups. So I feel like what you don't see, Libra, is that you are victorious over this situation. You are having a victory, whether you can see it or whether you can't. And I feel like it's you going through some kind of an emotional transformation. I feel like you are being responsible now with your emotions. Maybe you have healthy boundaries set in place to where you will never let some immature love or immature person or something like that ever detour you away from your true authentic self ever again. It won't happen again because you're going through a transformation. I feel like you've learned your lessons and you're having a victory over whatever it was that made you lose yourself, Libra. And this is beautiful energy as well. For you in this situation, Libra, we have the Nine of Wands and the Chariot. So with that, I see you are ending this cycle. You're ending this cycle and moving forward with confidence. Excuse me. With confidence, you are moving forward. You're not looking back, and you are focused on your healing. You are focused on possibly a higher learning. Um, Maybe you're tapping into a church or reading some books about spirituality or something like that. I see you doing some kind of higher learning, taking action towards higher learning, and either about religion or spirituality. All right? So you be the judge on that. Only take any of this if it resonates. But I do see you putting an end to a cycle of possibly where you felt like you had to defend yourself from everybody, the battle wounded soldier. You are moving forward with confidence. You've been through a lot of battles, Libra, and what you don't see is that you are victorious through this latest battle. You're winning. In your environment, Libra, we have the Page of Swords clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse. So I feel like someone is watching you. I feel like someone is observing you, and it could have been someone who watched you go through this emotional transformation. Um, this person may have viewed you as a wish fulfillment at one point, or maybe this person doesn't necessarily have to have viewed you as a wish fulfillment because it could have been this immature water sign that I was saying in your recent past who is observing you. It could be. Or it could be someone who just doesn't have the emotional strength and emotional independence that you are transforming into. And this person is observing you, watching how you do what you do, um, trying to learn from you, Libra. Person could be younger than you. In your hopes and fears, Libra, we have the Knight of Swords clarified by the Nine of Wands in reverse. So maybe you're fearing that you'll have to jump back in action super fast to defend yourself again after you already had this triumphant victory and went through an emotional change. You are the Knight of Wands in this situation. Maybe you're fearing of repeating a cycle or fearing repeating the same mistakes that we made in the past and that you will have to rush back to defend yourself again. I don't think you're hoping for this. I think you fear this. Having to repeat a cycle, learn the same lessons, choosing possibly a partner who does the same things that your previous partner did. Something like that. I think that's what you fear, Libra. As the most likely outcome, Libra, we have the Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Wands in reverse. So it looks like you're being a little more reasonable. You're being a little more. I don't think you're just acting on a whim anymore. You're not letting your desire, possibly for a person or for a certain outcome or something like that, dictate your direction anymore. I think you're taking things slow and steady. I think you're taking things as they come, with a little more reason and a little more logic. I feel like you're trying to be smart through this situation, not just through this situation, but with your life in general. I think this past situation was a huge wake up call, of you almost losing yourself or losing your identity to a certain situation or person was a huge wake up call. And I feel like from here on out, you're taking life a little bit more slowly. You're stopping to smell the flowers. You're appreciating conversations as they happen. You're appreciating people in the present. You're appreciating life for the beauty that it really is. It's no more just in the fast lane. I have goals. I have ambitions. This is what I'm going to do. No, you're taking it. It's a little more go with the flow kind of vibe that I'm feeling with this read. After you go through this emotional transformation, after you have this victory. That's what I have for you, Libra. Um, Hopefully that was able to bring you some kind of truth, clarity, or insights. Drop a comment. Let me know if I did hit home. I'm going to get you guys an oracle card and I'm going to get up out of here. All right. Ascended Masters, please show me the one card that my Libras need to see for their present situation. Please and thank you. Libra, if there's been a question that's been in your mind for a while or since this reading started, or if there's been something on your mind and you're questioning it, the answer is yes. Ganesh, the remover of obstacles. Let's read that for you, Libra. Libra, all the doorways are open for you and the pathway is clear. Any previous obstacles have been removed. Keep a positive mindset about the situation to ensure the best possible outcome. The answer to your question is yes. This is a good time to make a move or a change. Your prayers have been heard and are being answered. You have positive support for this situation. Keep the faith. Libras, that is what I have for you today. My name is Shelby. This is Osiris 777 Tarot. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, you can find the details in the description. Thank you guys for tuning in, and one love, Earthlings.